Mario, welcome. Hi, good to have you here. When I listen to your compositions, most of them, they're really exciting. It appeals to the imagination, and it's like I hear people having a conversation. Do you see yourself maybe as a storyteller?
For me, the most one priority is the sound. Like I really listen to the sound, and that takes such much of my energy and everything that there is. Of course, there can be stories sometimes, but the story it can also destroy sometimes the listening to the sounds. You know, so it's very interesting.
So you start with a sound first.
Yes, the focus is full of my sound. Of course, you have to tell the story or some things, but this is not the priority. This is something which just happened if I listen to my sound.
Now, everyone has their own way of composing. Mm-hmm. What would you say is characteristic for the way you compose on the accordion? How do you work?
There is two ways for me. In my head, there's some things like a radio, you know. And I heard, when I'm speaking with you now, I heard music. You know, it's always inside. Sometimes it's not so nice, because when you heard other music, like in the reality, then it's like two radios at the same time. So then sometimes I heard one piece, and if I like it, I can make like record in my head. And then I can go to the studio and learning it to play. And that is difficult sometimes, because my fingers don't want every time do what I want or what I heard. Yeah, so I have to try out to find it. This is the one way. And the second way is the scientist way, where I have some things like, I don't know, like this. And then, sounds like...
And can you give us like a quick example, if you have to improvise? Like you started with punching on this one.
Yes.
And then... what would come next if you have to instantly compose something
this is very good. This is a very good question, because you know, you can't control the music. The music tell you what the music needs. You know, there is I like to say that I feel like a slave of the tones, of the sounds, because I don't want to control them. You can try and then you ask yourself like. Maybe this, and then you feel, it's not sound good. Then you start like... So that put me now in this way, you know?
Yeah.
And now there is not a lot option to go where it's like a... And there is the instrument, there is also my style of playing, so you can... In this way, I will take like one, like... So, and now to try to put this like a red light, like tense. How do you say tense?
Yeah, yeah.
There's like a. Then. And that can be a little micro piece.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Okay, we're gonna listen to a song. I'm gonna come back to you and speak a little bit more. The song is called Quartere.
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 Yeah.
And let's listen to the sounds in that one.
Thank you.
Mario, to me, this was a movie. I was in a soundtrack of a movie. What was it, or do you write like that, or do you hear that also?
No, but I think the music or the tones are the most the best language without lying. You know, you can't lie if the sound can't lie.
Yeah.
You can say, like, if I ask you, how did you feel? You can say, I feel good, or I feel bad, and maybe it's true or not, but with the sound you can't. And I think maybe because I try to trust my sound, maybe this is why I told stories, because it's my language.
There's so much tension in the music, excitement. So the way you start and how you build up and then go small again, it's really, is it hard by yourself to create that kind of tension or excitement and energy also?
Yes. Yes, it's hard in a way. In another way, I can be like thankful to be a musician, you know, and to do not another thing. But it's a big fight with myself, you know. Like maybe you'll think it was good, but for me it's never good enough, you know. Like I have always a development, everything. I think for me, the only thing what I think very a lot is like how to development that what I do. So every time, every moment
to bring it be better.
Yeah, to bring it far, not better. No, not in the way, but to bring it forward. Like I think. And the death of any art is then when they stop the development, you know. So you have to develop, to move always.
Yes, keep growing.
Yes.
How do you do that? Is there a way, like, are you reading a lot of books about it, or are you always practicing new techniques, or how do you keep up with everything?
No, I don't write books or something like that. It's just I listen. You know, when I start to play with my accordion, I was like all these noises, you know. Of course, you have some pieces like the standard, like you know, like something just improvise. But you know, music like that. But for me, it was much more interesting when I stopped to practicing. You know, when I was a kid, and then I listened, and then you listen like, and you hear some things inside, like, this is not just a sound; this is more. You know?
And what do you hear inside?
Much more, a new world, you know? So it's like, sometimes I feel like a scientist, you know? Like, this is my...
laboratory.
Yeah, I go inside, like in my universe, you know? Like Star Trek.
And how do you find a way to get what you hear or feel inside, how to get it out and share it with the audience?
You know, there is nothing what I build or I thinking. There is, you know, every tones that are here, you know, you can't find new combination of tones, you know, that's not possible. You can find just the combinations of new sounds, and for me, it's there is nothing what is like very new or something, you know. This is like you heard all these noises, you know, that's all here, and the question is how you combine that. And I was like very a lot this sounds of the contemporary music. And sometimes I didn't understand why the people, when I play this music, don't understand what I do. So I try to make it more clear to connect with the people, you know, to catch the people. Then, if I have the people, the audience, then I'm really free to do what I want as a musician.
Okay. Now, you've named this instrument imperfect.
Yes.
Why?
There is a lot, like, you know, it depends which kind of music you want to make. But, you know, we know all these accordion stars. You have amazing musicians in the Balkan music, very, very good accordion player. You have Tango Argentino, the bandoneon, you have Muset, you have such a lot of different styles. I think in every country worldwide you have accordion as a poor instrument, you know, for the poor people. But they're like, you heard all these noises, like this or...
Yeah.
You know? So piano is an instrument which is like Finnish, you know, since many times. It's like, that's that, you know?
Well, you have to tune it, of course.
Yes, but that's the development of this instrument, I mean. And acoustic guitar too, you know, like, of course you can find some bit. And the accordion is one instrument, I think it's not, it has such many variation. And all instrument has its positive and negative stuff.
But what is negative, or what are the weaknesses of the instrument? Because the sound, it doesn't disturb while you're playing.
Not if you're recording a sound, you know. I play with these sounds because I don't want the audience thinking about that. You know. So you maybe use the imperfections to your benefit. Yes, you know. At first I show like that's the instrument. Then you can listen to the music, you know. So because when you sometimes make a recording or you want to go, let's say you want to go on a big stage, then it's starting with the problems, you know, because when you are on a PA, big PA, you have thousands of people, and, you know. But I think it's also charming. Yes, of course. It's part of the instrument. But just then it's charming if you want to do that and you use that. But isn't charming, it's always you play like something, you know, like something's coming inside, which destroy the energy of the music. Okay. Yeah. And do you have pieces where you deliberately put in the imperfections? Yes, I think I will play the next one for you. Which one is that? I think Inventa Finis is a good one for you.
And you can hear the imperfections in that one.
I think that this is the most simple one to explain how I work with the sounds.
We're going to listen to the next song, and we're going to especially pay attention to all the imperfect sounds coming from your accordion. Thank you.
Thank you very much.